Jerry Shenk from the 4-Star Video Cooperative is here with our December picks. I assume some holiday fare?
We have some holiday fare coming up. The first two are not holiday fare, but we have kind of a theme, as I said, opposite end of the spectrums, teenage young ladies and then trolls.
Okay.
Okay, now...
Let's start with the young ladies.
Don't touch that line, okay. All right, Ida may be one of the best films of the past 10 years. It's a Polish film about a young lady, you can see her there, who is a novitiate in a convent and wants to become a nun. But they won't let her do this until she goes back and contacts her family. She's an orphan. She has an aunt who won't contact her. So she goes back to meet her aunt, and there follows much heartbreak. And can the girl keep her faith? This is Poland under the communist regime, which would be the 50s and 60s. And her aunt is high up and a very well-known communist figure. Her aunt is also, as she discovers, a Jew. And this is right after the Holocaust. So there's much going on there. It's a very moving film in pristine, sparkling black and white with lines everywhere. Everything is straight lined.
That's a haunting image right there.
Yeah, so much so that even the ovalness of her face breaks the symmetry. And they have the wheel of driving a car, that breaks the symmetry. It's really a gorgeous film and very moving.
All right, let's move on.
On the other hand, we have We Are the Best, which is about the formation of a female early teen punk rock group in 1980s Stockholm, Sweden. How weird do you want to get? These girls simply ought to form a band, two of them, and they can't play any musical instruments, but hey, it's punk.
You don't have to.
And so they incorporate a classical music fan, and just the kind of the heartbreaks and the nerdishness and the exuberance of youth are all here. This is a good movie.
Really?
Okay, yeah. And it's funny, but it's sweet. Okay, and they really, you know, you don't even have to like punk music to like this movie.
Swedish.
Yeah, Swedish.
Swedish
Yeah,
punk.
Swedish. Yeah, we're all foreign today.
Okay.
The first one is Norway, and now Christmas Fair.
All right.
I've recommended this the last 2 years, and there are still people who haven't seen it, including you.
Let me turn it here.
Called Rare Exports.
Oh, I thought you had a wonderful life. No.
No, this is not quite that. This is actually a teenage boy's adventure story. The premise is that Santa Claus is real, as you can see, and not very nice. And he's been buried under a mountain for a while. And there's some spectacular kind of Finnish adventure scenes in here that are very, very funny. And the Rare Exports turns out to be, if you ever wondered where all those trolls come from at the mall.
That's the export?
They come from Finland, yes. This is a Finnish movie, It's a Stitch. And if you've got a teenage guy in particular, this is a teenage adventure story that's both dark and funny.
It is funny.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Particularly, I mean, you know, we all know the Christmas stories and legends and so on, and this plays on them, you know, with a twist. Yeah. Okay. And finally, speaking of trolls, I've recommended this before, but you might want to watch Troll Hunter, a Norwegian movie with the premise that trolls are real. You see, these both have the same premise. Trolls are, and they live in northern Norway, and the Norwegian government keeps them hidden. If they come too far south, they kill them and pretend they're bears. And there's even an interview.
And people buy that. People buy that.
Oh, yeah. And, well, there's an interview with the Norwegian Prime Minister in here where he finally admits to trolls. And it's an actual interview with the Norwegian Prime Minister, edited, so he answers questions, of course, we're not asked. If you know it's the Norwegian Prime Minister, it's a stitch. And the trolls do not like religious people. They particularly don't like Christians. So to bring them out, they play on their system, their speaker system on their troll hunting cars, What a Friend We Have in Jesus. Brings out the trolls, okay. Do you get the drift here?
They're just throwing everything at this one, aren't they?
It's a very funny film, very Norwegian sense of humor. I messed up something when I discussed a movie set in Iceland. I didn't mention the drive-through sheep's head. The guy goes through a drive-through window and gets a sheep head in a bag. And they have him eating the sheep's head, okay? When
That's a different movie. That's not one of these.
No. Well, I just want to mention this. I forgot it because I told my Norwegian friend about it, and he never smiled. Oh, yeah, he says in northern Norway we all eat sheep's heads. So, you know, we're getting into different cultures here, and it can teach you an awful lot.
Absolutely.
Poland, Sweden, Finland, Norway.
They're all
Get them all.
They're all available at 4-Star Video Cooperative.
They sure are.
All right. Happy holidays, Jerry.
Happy holidays
See you next
to you.
year, I guess.
Yes.
All right. We'll be right back.